I did it again, Jenny. I fell into the hole. The black hole.
Which black hole? The I'm just going to check the weather hole that turns into watching videos of people power washing driveways for 45 minutes hole?
Oh, looks up, guilty. It was rug cleaning videos today. They are strangely hypnotic. I sat down at my desk at 9 a.m. I had one goal, write a single report. It is now 11 a.m. I have written exactly 3 sentences, but I know everything about how to remove a coffee stain from a Persian rug. I feel disgusting. My brain feels like mush.
Welcome back, everyone, to the MA English Cafe. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Ben, and I am a victim of the attention economy. I honestly feel like I've lost the ability to focus. It's like my brain is a browser with 50 tabs open and 49 of them are frozen, and I don't know where the music is coming from.
That is a terrifyingly accurate description of modern life. We are living in an age of infinite distractions. We carry the entire world in our pockets, and it is constantly screaming for our attention. Look at this. Buy this. Be angry about this. It's no wonder you can't write your report. You're trying to do deep thinking in a shallow environment.
Shallow environment? What does that mean? I'm sitting at a desk. It's a very professional desk.
It's not about the furniture, it's about the cognitive depth. Cal Newport, a professor who wrote a brilliant book on this, distinguishes between deep work and shallow work.
Let me guess. Shallow work is what I've been doing all morning.
Exactly. Shallow work is logistical style tasks that you can perform while distracted, answering emails, checking Slack messages, scheduling meetings, scrolling through LinkedIn. It keeps you busy, but it doesn't create new value. It doesn't require intense concentration. You can do it while listening to a podcast or thinking about lunch.
That explains why I feel busy all day but achieve nothing. I spend 8 hours replying to emails and moving files around. I go home exhausted, but if you ask me, what did you actually build or create today, I'd have no answer.
Right, because you spent the day skimming the surface. Deep work, on the other hand, is the ability to focus, without distraction, on a cognitively demanding task. It's when you push your brain to its limit. It's writing a complex report, learning a new grammar rule, coding software, or solving a hard math problem. It's where high-quality work happens. And it's becoming a superpower because nobody can do it anymore.
A superpower? I like that. So if I can learn to sit still and focus for 2 hours, I'm basically Superman in a world of distracted goldfish.
Pretty much. The economy rewards people who can master hard things quickly. You can't master hard things if you check Instagram every 6 minutes. But Ben, be honest with me. When you tried to write your report, was your phone on the desk?
His hesitates. Maybe. Yes, it was right next to the keyboard. Face up.
Shakes her head. That's the problem. Even if you don't touch it, seeing the screen light up creates a cognitive itch. Your brain knows the distraction is right there. It takes willpower to ignore it. And willpower is a battery. You drain it just by resisting the urge to check the phone. Eventually, the battery dies, and you end up watching rug cleaning videos.
So I was fighting a losing battle from the start. I was trying to do deep work while sitting inside a casino of notifications.
Exactly. You cannot rely on willpower. You have to design your environment. To do deep work, you need to eliminate the possibility of distraction, not just resist it.
Eliminate it? What do you suggest? Throwing my phone into the ocean? Because I've considered it.
That might be extreme, but putting it in another room? Absolutely.
Another room? Jenny, what if there's an emergency? What if, I don't know, the Queen of England calls me?
First of all, the Queen isn't calling you. Second, if there's a true emergency, they will call twice or call a landline if you have one. We have lived for thousands of years without being reachable every second of the day. This always-on mentality is what kills deep work. It creates something called attention residue.
Attention residue? That sounds like something you need a special shampoo for.
It's a concept from psychology. Let's say you're working on your report. You're focused. Then, ding, you check an email. It's just a quick check, takes 30 seconds, you reply, and go back to the report. You think you're back to work, but you're not.
Because part of my brain is still thinking about the email.
Exactly. A residue of your attention remains stuck on the previous task. Did I sound polite enough? What did they mean by that? It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to fully return to the original level of focus. So if you check your phone every 15 minutes, you are never in a state of deep work. You are permanently in a state of semi-distracted residue.
That is horrifying. I am living my life in the residue. That explains the brain fog. That explains why complex tasks feel so much harder than they used to be. I'm trying to run a marathon with a 50-pound weight tied to my leg.
Precisely. So to regain your focus, you have to treat deep work like a sacred ritual. You need a monk mode.
Monk mode? Do I need a robe? Because I look terrible in brown.
No robe required, just a protocol. For me, monk mode means phone in the kitchen drawer, all browser tabs closed except the one I need, noise-canceling headphones on, and I set a timer.
Ah, the timer. I've heard of this. The Pomodoro technique?
Yes, the classic Pomodoro. You work for 25 minutes, then break for 5. It works because 25 minutes isn't scary. Anyone can focus for 25 minutes. It lowers the barrier to entry.
I've tried that, but sometimes 25 minutes is too short. If I'm finally in the zone, the alarm goes off and ruins it.
That's a valid critique. Pomodoro is great for getting started, especially for tasks you hate, like cleaning or administrative work. But for true deep work, you usually need longer blocks. I prefer 90-minute blocks. That allows you to get past the residue phase and enter a state of hyperfocus or flow.
Flow, that magical state where time disappears. I used to get that when I played video games or built Lego sets as a kid. I haven't felt it at work in years.
You can get it back, but you have to train for it. Focus is a muscle, Ben. Right now, your focus muscle is weak because you've been sitting on the couch of distraction for too long. You can't expect to lift 100 pounds on your first day back at the gym.
So I should start small? Maybe aim for 1 hour of deep work a day?
Start with 30 minutes. 30 minutes of absolutely zero phone, zero internet, zero talking. Just you and the task. If you feel the urge to check your phone, just notice the feeling, let it pass, and get back to work. It will be painful at first. Your brain will scream for dopamine.
My brain is a dopamine addict. It's going to throw a tantrum, but I see the value. If I could do just 2 hours of deep work a day, I'd probably get more done than I currently do in 8 hours of shallow work.
You absolutely would. And think about how this applies to learning English. Most people study English in a shallow way. They listen to a podcast while scrolling Instagram. They do a Duolingo lesson while watching TV.
Guilty as charged. I call it multitasking learning.
Multitasking is a myth. You aren't learning, you're just making noise. Deep work for English means sitting down with a text, a notebook, and a pen. No phone. You read a sentence, you analyze the grammar, you write it down, you say it out loud. 20 minutes of that is worth 3 hours of passive listening.
That hits hard. I've definitely been passive learning for years and wondering why I'm not fluent. I'm treating English like background noise.
We all do it. It feels easier. Real learning, deep learning, is uncomfortable. It hurts a little bit. That strain you feel, that's your brain actually growing. If it feels easy, you probably aren't learning much.
If it feels easy, you aren't learning. I'm going to put that on a sticky note. So the plan is remove the phone physically, close the tabs, set a timer, embrace the discomfort, and focus on one single thing.
That's it. And there's one more trick. Schedule your deep work. Don't just say, I'll do it sometime today. Sometime never happens. You have to say, from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., I am unavailable. Protect that time.
I can do that. I'll tell my boss I'm in a deep work session. It sounds very professional. He doesn't need to know I'm just trying to write 3 sentences without watching rug cleaning videos.
Hey, whatever works. And you know, Ben, describing that feeling when you are constantly interrupted and can't get back to your work, there's a perfect idiom for that.
Is it losing your marbles? Because that's how I feel.
No, though that's funny. I'm thinking of to lose your train of thought.
Ah, yes, to lose your train of thought.
Exactly. It refers to forgetting what you were speaking about or thinking about, usually because of an interruption. Imagine your thoughts are a train moving along a track and suddenly the track disappears.
So when my phone dings while I'm writing, the train derails. I look up and say, wait, what was I writing? I lost my train of thought.
Perfectly used. Or if you are speaking in a meeting and someone interrupts you, you might say, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Can you remind me where I was?
It happens to me all the time. My train doesn't just get lost, it crashes and burns.
Well, deep work is how you keep the train on the tracks. It keeps the momentum going. And honestly, Ben, the best part of deep work isn't the productivity, it's the peace.
The peace?
Yes, when you are truly focused on one thing, the anxiety of the world disappears. You aren't worrying about the future or the news or your emails. You're just there, doing the work. It's a very calm, satisfying place to be. It's an escape from the madness.
That actually sounds really nice. A break from the noise. Okay, I'm sold. I'm going to try it. Right after this episode, I'm going to put my phone in the bathroom and write that report.
I believe in you. Just watch out for the withdrawal symptoms. Your hand will twitch, reaching for the phantom phone.
I'll be strong. I'll think of the carpet cleaning videos and I will say no.
That's the spirit. And for everyone listening, try it today. Just 30 minutes. Turn everything off and focus on one task. See how much you get done.
And see how good it feels. Thanks for listening to the MA English Cafe. We hope we didn't distract you too much.
Don't forget to subscribe, but do it before your deep work session, not during.
See you in the next one. Now go focus.